open, between staying and leaving.
Uh-huh.
I think yeah, that is a harsh reality
Mm-hmm.
that,
Yes, it
it
is.
becomes more harmful to stay than it is to leave. And
Uh-huh.
that can, look at it vice versa. You're running from a situation, you're only going to run into it again.
That's it.
Right, right,
Because
right,
you,
right.
yes, that is so true.
Sometimes, like you said, Bishop,
Resolved.
the problem um isn't the problem isn't static. Sometimes the problem is you, and when you move, you take that problem with you.
Take it with you.
Yeah,
All of it.
yeah. And question number two, I was almost about to say something. You know what? The more and more I pastor, and the more and more I mature, the less and less I have to say.
Mm.
And it's good to listen.
No, what I'm saying is, like, sometimes the things that come up to mind to say,
Oh, oh yeah.
Mhm.
I don't say it. Question number two: where's the line between following God's leading and did we already do
That's the question we just talked
same
about.
question? All
The
right, so
Mm-hmm.
let's
difference
go
in
there.
staying and leaving.
All right, let's go to segment three: the church's responsibility. What responsibilities does a church have when members quietly disappear? What responsibility does a church have when members quietly disappear? And can I start this one, y'all mind?
Absolutely.
Um,
It is your
so
show.
so now it's my show. Well, I tell you, Doc be killing me. no, no, but Doc said this earlier in the podcast. Um, she said that what she does is she makes it her kind of like her duty to kind of check on people who haven't been in church. Hey, we haven't seen you in a minute. We miss you. Blah 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 blah. I know Mother Thompson is really good at that.
Yes.
Um, doing that, checking on people. I remember when Bishop was the pastor, and they would come. People wouldn't be at church for a minute. He would ask about, hey, anybody seen such and such? Anybody heard from such and such? And like those are the things that you kind of like th- those are the things that make a church more than a church. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
When we say at Leonard, we're more than a church, we're a family.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those
Yeah.
are one of the things that make church more than a church. It makes it more like a family when people know that you're missing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you don't have to
Yeah.
be one of the big people to know, that
Right.
says a lot about the church's responsibility, what the church takes as its responsibility to members and to family members, to actually recognize them without having them to be like I said, one of the big, you
Right.
know
A
the big people.
superstar, a basketball player, doctor, or something. Yes.
Yeah, or even one of the people that are doing things on a religious basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody sees your face. They know you. They know you're a wellness champion. They know you, Doc, on CrossTalk. So if you don't come to church, people are going to say, "Oh, where
Mm-hmm.
was Doc at?" Or Bishop don't come to church. They'll be like, "Oh, where was Bishop at?"
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But when it's just somebody that's been there a few months,
Yeah.
and they be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, anybody seen Pat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody seen Miss Pam?"
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
that's one of the church's responsibility, is to take notice of people, to see people where they are. Go ahead, Bishop.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things we're called to be God mockers. And when we don't show, God pursues us.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
And we should pursue one another. We check them out. Hey, where you been? You know, one of the things that, that sign is still in the hallway, 5 feet,
Yes.
eye contact, 10 feet, say something.
Yes.
And, and,
Yes.
and this is how we actually keep up with, that's where it starts with
That's how I
keeping
started.
up with one
Yes.
Hmm.
another.
Yes. And I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bishop, but
Yeah.
Brother Pettis said to me today how he was so happy to see Deacon White and he was so happy to hear from me that it really
Mm-hmm.
lifted his spirits up. And I got tickled. I said, "Well, you being happy made me feel better. I wasn't feeling bad, but it made me happy that I made you happy." So
Yeah.
we can be little bitty things to members that we new members, visitors. Those small things can be the difference. It don't
Yeah.
have to be nothing big and calling them out and who visiting today and this and that. You see them that 5 feet, 10 feet. That is important. Eye
It's
contact
a
is
difference maker.
important.
Absolutely.
It's a
Yes,
difference maker.
yes.
My bad, y'all. I left Shannon out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, we
But
sorry,
for the
girl.
last question, she says, I believe there are situations where leaving is the wise and healthy decision if a church is consistently teaching false doctrine. That's real good. We didn't even cover that. Covering up abuse, manipulating people, refusing accountability, or creating an environment that is spiritually or emotionally harmful. It may be time to leave. But I also think we have to be careful not to leave every time we're challenged. Sometimes conviction feels uncomfortable and
It
growth
is.
requires discomfort. The
Oh,
question isn't, am I uncomfortable? The question is this environment helping me become more like Christ or is it pulling me away from him? God calls us to unity, but he never calls us to ignore the truth or tolerate abuse.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you,
Amen. You
boy, she
raised
might
some
have
good
a sinus
points.
infection, but she over there preaching up a storm. You hear me?
You raised some good points, Shannon, and I,
Yeah.
I agree with those.
Yeah.
Um, the abuse, and I guess it can happen in church. I guess I've not seen it. Spiritual abuse, if you want to call it that.
And you
You
know
know,
what, Doc?
we,
We're fortunate. We're fortunate not to have a bunch of the things that other
that you
churches,
mentioned,
right?
yeah,
And you know, we're very fortunate because that's not uncommon. When you look at the big scheme of it, that kind of stuff isn't uncommon. Preaching unsound doctrine,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
manipulating people over the pulpit. That stuff happens.
And I guess I guess because I've
hmm
been where I'm at. Well,
For a
I've
hundred,
been there.
for
Yes, 92 years now, 199. No, but but
like,
being taught under great leadership, I never I never had the opportunity to experience spiritual abuse.
right.
So
And
I'm grateful for that. But
I'm a
obviously,
pin this flower real quick, and we gonna go back to the third segment. I'm gonna pin this flower real quick, and
I'm
then
gonna
we gonna
help
move
you
back
pin
on.
it.
Bishop,
Come on, pin it.
Bishop has been very instrumental in not
Yes,
just
sir.
teaching us like the good things, the promises of God, the good
Hmm.
promises of God. You see, I changed that, Bishop,
To the nitty
the good
gritty now.
promises of God, because he also he showed us that not every promise. I remember that Bible
You don't
study
want
like it
every
was the back
promise.
of my hand. You do
Yes,
not want every promise that God has
Mm-mm.
in the Bible.
that's what
No.
I'm
Now you
talking about.
now depending on where your standing is, you want every promise that God has for you,
You,
but you don't want
Yeah.
every promise that's in
yeah,
the Bible. Hell is a promise,
that's it, and that's
Yeah. I
what I'm
remember
talking
we
about.
were
So
talking about that, and you came up with a sermon title. I don't want that.
right? I don't want that.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Oh, that's good, man. Let me write that down. Oh, man, I was cold back in the day. Nah, but
And,
but
but yes,
let me
I'm gonna
say
help
this.
you
Let me
pin
say
that
this real
flower
quick.
because that's
Let me.
why I don't. I'm sorry, didn't cut you off. I didn't. That's why I don't.
You
I
didn't mean to
haven't
cut me off.
experienced church abuse or spiritual abuse. So we're gonna pin that
Yeah,
flower. We both gonna pin that flower because we've
this
come
is
up
where I was
under.
headed with it. This is where I was headed with it. That Bishop has taught the fear of the Lord,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
not just the
mm,
fear of the Lord
mm.
from the pew, but the fear of the Lord from the pulpit.
Yes.
And
Yes.
My, my, my.
a lot of leaders don't. A lot of people, a lot of leaders preach at the pew and forget about the pulpit.
And
Wow.
preach at people.
Wow.
Yeah. And not necessarily people, because people are in the pulpit too, but we
Mhm.
forget about the pulpit because
Yeah.
if you say, check this out, Bishop, this is where it hit. and this is why I love Bishop preaching, because Bishop will preach about himself. He will preach
He's
like
so good.
he will talk about himself if he don't talk about
Oh,
anybody. I know
God,
my
about
dad's favorite drink when he was back drinking, and I wasn't even alive. You know, but the thing is, Bishop Bishop would talk Bishop would talk about he would say, okay, this yada yada yada, and it'll apply to everybody in the church, but then he'll say stuff about the things that only apply to the pulpit.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
mm,
will look he
mm,
will look back at that pulpit gallery and say, and ministers.
Wait your turn, preacher.
Right.
thank you,
And
thank
and
you,
look, and not only
thank you.
that, not only that,
Mm.
because this is where I learned my homiletics,
All
my
right.
style of preaching, my art
Ho,
of preaching.
ho, ho, ho.
Come on, come on,
Ho, ho, ho.
come on, come on
Bring
now,
it,
come on,
Wait a
come
bring
minute.
it,
on.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I ain't playing
bring
with
it.
y'all. No, this is where I learned my homiletic. Um, Bishop Bishop would teach us to Bishop would not only say, "All right, ministers." He did, though, preacher, wait your turn. And he'll
Mm-hmm.
have those examples of where he'll say, "Hey, mothers, y'all need to do this. Ushers, y'all need to do that. Choir members, y'all need to do that. Just because you're a deacon don't mean. Just because you're a minister don't mean." And then he'll say, "Don't miss this. Just because you the pastor don't mean. Don't miss this.
Oh,
Just because you're a
Witness.
oh,
bishop don't mean.
Witness.
Don't miss this. Just
mm,
because you've been called
Yes.
archbishop." And
mm,
Witness.
he will make it
mm,
abundantly clear
Yeah.
that it is a it's not a y'all sermon, it's a us
mm,
sermon.
Yes. It
And
mm,
applies to all of
that's
us.
why I learned my style of preaching.
This
If you
mm.
really listen to me preaching,
I
the
hear
only
you.
time
Oh,
I say you is when I'm figuratively talking as the mouth of God.
Yeah. Yeah. I
mm,
But
heard
when
you
any other
squall
mm.
way,
yesterday.
any other stop. And any other time, but look, time out. I felt Bishop yesterday. I said,
I wouldn't even up, I wouldn't even look
hey,
over there.
Oh,
hey,
my,
hey,
mm,
okay,
I
okay,
got it.
oh,
I
mm,
hey,
got
okay,
it.
because I
mm,
said, shout, yeah, but no, but
mm,
Bishop is one of those preachers, who you can't accuse of being harmful to the church.
A finger pointer.
You
Yeah,
can't you
y'all
can't
do
be you
this.
can't
Yeah.
be you can't accuse him of um manipulating people, or manipulating the
Mm-mm,
word to
mm-mm.
kind of fit
To fit
around
in.
him and
Yeah.
hit you, so
Yeah.
mm,
that's where I get that.
mm.
If you want to know where I get my style from, my homiletics,
We got you.
Homiletics,
my my appreciation for
Right.
hermeneutics.
hermeneutic. Yeah,
Yes.
if you want to know
And me
where I
too.
get my
I took
appreciation
the
for
class too.
hermeneutics,
Yes.
Bishop, I learned hermeneutics way
Thank you,
before I
Pastor.
accepted my call to pastor. I mean, my call to preach. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I know I said I was going to hit
Thank
that
you,
and we were going
thank
to
you.
leave, but let's go to the
I
last
appreciate
question.
that. I do. I want that to go
But
on record. I
it's just the
appreciate that.
truth.
I do.
Uh,
It
yes,
really
sir.
is the truth.
Yes, sir.
And I'm grateful that we haven't experienced that.
Yeah.
Because I might have could have left the church. But I'm
It's
grateful
good
that we
it's good to know that it was put there, but then secondly, it's good to know that it was received and it was a blessing. So I
absolutely.
appreciate that. I do.
Yes. Look, we appreciate you.
Yeah, that last thing, Bishop, and y'all stop talking
Hmm.
after this because it keep on giving
Okay.
me
Okay.
ideas. But Bishop lately has been saying, "Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me." I hope this serves as a testament that we have not and we will not forget.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I hope it serves
Yeah.
as a testament that we
Look,
have
I'm
not
telling you.
and we will
Absolutely.
not forget. Now,
No.
nope, don't do it. Don't do it, Doc. Don't do it, Doc. Next question, because y'all gonna have me.
Why you know
let's,
me so
Right,
well?
let's move on. I
right.
appreciate you all so much.
Because I was finna go
I
there,
saw you locked
man.
and loaded.
He know. He already know.
Yeah.
How should churches respond when people leave without saying goodbye? Can I start off again?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Go get them. No, I'm just kidding. no, no, but how should churches respond when people leave without saying goodbye? It's a fine line between not taking it personally and showing them that you care.
Yeah.
It's a fine
Yeah.
line between not taking it personally and showing that you care. And I'm learning this as we go along. Um,
Yeah.
because there have been
It's
some
a,
people that
it's
left
quite a
Leonard.
lesson.
There's been some people that left Leonard, and I
Oh
take it
yeah.
personally. I literally hurts my feelings, and I start thinking,
Felt some
Yeah.
kind of way
yeah,
now.
Definitely.
I start feeling like, okay, what did I say
What did
wrong?
I
What
do?
did I do
What did I do?
wrong?
Yeah.
What
Or what
right?
could I have not
What,
done?
right?
Yeah.
What could I have done better? What could I have? And then I start thinking, like, man, this is way too much. Me using that pronoun, I.
I
But
ain't no
that
eyes in
that's
the team.
that's even a concerned parent. When a child strays away,
Mhm.
the concerned parent, what did I do wrong? Where did I go
Yeah.
wrong? When my son ends up on drugs, where did I go wrong? When my
Mm,
daughter got
mm.
pregnant before she got married, where did I go? Lord, what did I do?
Oh
And
Lord
we
have
take
mercy. You bringing it
on
home.
so much more than is our responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doc,
And
Yeah.
you're so right. Um, I laugh when you said go get them. We have to respect their decision. Of course, admonish them to pray or and
well, this
even pray with
this
them.
is if they don't say goodbye, like they just leave.
They just
I mean, you can
up
go.
and
I'll call them and say, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
And
So
and they if they
I
get
know what you
into
were
it,
saying, but I was just saying it for the
yeah.
audience. She
If they
she
just
she's
leave,
in
that
she's basing her answer on if she calls and says, "Hey, blah 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 blah."
right,
All I'm doing is adding
yeah,
context to you. I
yeah,
understood what you were saying.
yeah. But if when a person decides to do something, they have pretty much made their mind up prior to doing, prior to taking the action.
Hmm.
Um, I tend not to beg people to do anything they don't want to do. But if this is the choice that they make, I always remind us consequences come with choices we make, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. So
mhm.
if this is the choice that you make sure you and God okay with this.
Right.
And I hear people ask for a letter. That always appalls me because I can speak for myself. Probably, I mean, my pastor can speak for me too. But if I'm moving to another church, I can confess on my own belief that Jesus is Lord. A letter can say one thing, and I can come over there and be the total opposite. And they look back at the pastor and say, "You said this about her." I
What
thought
you
she
over
was
here
this, that, and the
endorsing?
Yeah.
she
What
over
you
here
over here
cutting up.
endorsing over
And,
here? You just sent me this,
and you just sent me this
and then they
mess.
send them back with
You
the
just,
same letter.
yeah,
Well,
Didn't change
take
I
this money and go back where you came
and
from.
I've experienced both sides of it, and that thing of the letter is just something that has been traditionally done down through the years in hopes that a person going from one church to the other has the blessings of the
Hmm.
past
Of the
church. That's
person
what
that, yeah.
that's all about. The
Amen.
letter. I,
Amen.
I
Thank you.
have received members, and I talked to the former pastor. Oh, this person, they're hell raiser. They don't pay no tax. They don't pay no tithe. They don't do it. And that person come in and is a model member.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
It is big. A lot of times it's because of the environment that they're in. And you can
Uh-huh.
easily and not be aware of it. And Pastor, this is something you have to be aware. You can easily ostracize a member in that whole congregation, and you can
Oh wait.
ostracize one
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
because sometimes when and I know I've experienced this when I'm preaching. you can zero in on a person that does not seem to be receiving what you're saying, and you find
Mm-hmm.
yourself, I know that
Um, you don't like that. Y'all don't like this kind of preaching.
yeah.
Oh, look, I wish I
And
had a praying church
you have
over
to
here.
be very careful because it can become. It's not because you're a bad person. It just can happen.
No.
It's because you're a person. I
Hmm.
know.
Uh-huh.
I've been there, now, and I'm looking out the corner of my
Yes.
eye. That joker there, well, that don't mean me no good. So
Right.
I
And
think,
he in his head, he all like, okay, I like that. I like that. He all like,
Now he talking
yeah.
to
yeah,
me.
yeah, it
Yes,
can be so
yes,
wrong. Yeah.
yes. That is so true.
No, we're not gonna go into that. But let me back up again.
What Shannon say?
Shannon, the preacher Shannon said the responsibility. Okay, I believe the church has a responsibility to shepherd people, not just count them. Wow, that's good.
Mm,
If someone quietly disappears, our first response shouldn't be, well, they'll come back if they want to. Our response should
yeah.
be love, concern, and care. Jesus left the 99 to go get the one. That teaches us that every person matters. A phone call, a text message, a visit, or simply asking, how are you, can remind someone that they are
Mm-hmm.
more than a seat in the sanctuary. Sometimes people don't need a sermon, they just need someone to notice they are missing. Yes.
Is that a
That's so true.
a duty? Is that a duty or a concern of the pastor to do that?
Um, I
It's more of us than it is him.
yes, and
And I know you the
right,
pastor, but
right. I feel you. Um, I think I think hmm, I think I'm too young. I think that's too rich for my blood to answer. But
oh,
Okay.
you gonna be young
Okay.
today,
I
I'll
mean
be
honey.
that.
no, but no, and I'm because I'm 3 years in. I'm 3 years
I
in, and I'm
understand.
saying from
You're
where I'm
growing.
at now,
You're still learning.
from where I'm at now, and how I still take things personally. I want to go and be the one to say, hey, this, that, and third, yada, 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 yada. Hey, what? I want to be that person. But knowing from, what I'm looking back at, my dad, I still have my dad to look back at and remember. I don't think that that's sustainable. I don't think
Okay.
that that's sustainable because every tug takes a little bit out of you. every
Hmm.
every departure takes a little bit out of you.
It
And
does. It
right,
does.
right. And before you
Yes,
know it,
you like a
if
parent.
you're spreading yourself so thin, it can you can become callous even when you do go after them.
Hmm.
You could become
Eh,
callous. And I think that where Bishop is getting um to the point, just like sheep beget sheep, I think it's on the
mhm.
sheep to go get sheep.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And Pastor, it's another thing that can be taken and it can be devastating to you. And I speak personally. I've had people to leave Leonard under my leadership, and since I'm no longer pastor, they've come back,
Mm,
and you can't help but think,
that was
Feel
dog.
some
me,
kind
huh?
of way.
Yeah, I
What
guess it
did
was
I
me.
say? Yeah.
You can't help
Do,
but
do,
think. And
do you
I've
feel
had
do you feel
though.
do you feel like doing like this?
I've had those
Some type
Hey,
of
people.
I
way. No.
still got it.
I've
I'm
had
still old Steve.
I've had some of those people, Pastor, to come and say to me when they thought I was going to move my membership.
Hmm.
They left while I was pastor, came back while I was not pastoring, and when they thought I was leaving, they were like, "Don't leave.
Mm.
Your presence here
Ain't this
means
good?
okay. Okay, I guess my presence, but not my
I guess
pastoring."
your presence did. I guess your presence
Woo!
didn't mean nothing.
I'm saying those things happen, and
Happen. That's right.
you will take them personally
Hmm.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're a person,
Yeah.
and Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
why it is important to develop the disciples who can work together. And if someone is missing, we, not y'all, but we can check on that person.
Mhm.
And if this is what they tell us, oh, I've left the church, well, God be with you.
I think
You know,
I just thought of this, and the I'm going to go the opposite way on this one with
Mm.
how
hmm,
the church. And I didn't forget about you, Shannon. You're gonna be crosstalk talking today, but um, how the church should respond. When I think respond, I think after something has happened, something happens, and then the church responds. I think something the church's responsibility is to teach people when they're there how to leave, and that
Mm.
I think
Wow.
I think I think we spend too much time trying to make people stay that we don't teach them how to leave, and that and
and I
Yeah,
can
one of
agree
the
to
things
disagree with.
that I used to try to do is I would tell them, if you're
leave
going
right,
to
Yes,
right,
leave
yes,
right,
yes.
and
because you
that's
That
the reason
might
why
have to
have to come
come
back.
back.
come back.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
the
yes.
reason why I said that, because I don't think that that is a I don't even we're spoiled at Leonard. You know what I'm saying? We're spoiled, and let's call it what it is. Bishop wasn't perfect, but he taught us a
But he sure
whole
was. He
bunch of
told
stuff.
us because he
You
taught
know what I'm saying?
that.
He taught a
He taught
whole
that.
bunch of stuff.
That's
He
why I
taught
was going to agree to disagree
well,
with you
well,
because,
we got to
no,
hold on one second.
but you got a
We
point.
got to remember, we're not just talking to Leonard here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know,
Right.
And we're not
Right.
just talking
I know,
about Leonard. We're
I
talking
know,
to
I
the
know.
church as a whole, and the
At
The
church
body
as
large,
of
a
I
Christ.
whole,
agree.
Yeah.
right? The church
So
as a
we
whole,
teaching tonight.
right? The church
When you
as a
leave
whole,
one church, don't leave
right?
raggedy.
The church as a
Leave right.
whole preaches and teaches how to and want to make keep people stay where they are.
Yes,
And
Mm.
the
yes.
church responsibility is to, hey, we're going to plant you, but it's not our job to keep you here.
Yeah.
That's right. We're
Yeah.
gonna
You
pour
know what I'm
some
saying?
water on you, help you
Right.
grow.
God is the gardener, and he might pluck you out and put you somewhere else in another pot.
Right.
And that's up to him. And I'm teaching myself right now. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
hear
up
you.
to him
Come on, preacher.
to, to take one out of one
Mhm.
environment and put it in another environment.
Right.
When you're a
And
gardener,
Yeah.
blossom.
it's the gardener's responsibility for the sake of the plant. The
Right.
Yes.
plant
Yes.
may be suffering in this soil, but it may
Right.
thrive in
Yes.
another.
Yeah.
But we
And, and,
it's our duty as the church. My bad, Bishop. It's our
no,
duty
no,
as
go
the
ahead.
church. Is our duty as the church to teach. Hey, this is what you do while you're in this soil. Now,
Blossom where you planted.
when God tells you it's time to leave, this is how you
Pluck up.
leave.
Yeah.
This,
Right.
like what I said,
That's
this
it.
we're spoiled because Bishop told us that for
39
decades.
and a half years.
I've
39.
seen, I've run
That's my
into
number.
people, I've run into people in other venues who had just, as you said, just left
Yep.
and they dodged me.
Look embarrassed.
They
Mhm.
dodged me
Yeah.
because there was no logical reason
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
knew how to leave,
Hmm.
but they had
Mhm.
opted to do differently. And because when they saw me, it was like, there it
See, when you've been taught, there's no excuse. I would tell my children the same thing all the time. Now, you're free to leave. You think you know now, you're free to leave. But now leave right. I'm gonna let you
that's the
back in
thing.
probably, but I ain't gonna be happy to see you.
My dad,
Hey,
I
that's
used
real right there. That's
I used to hear
go ahead, Bishop.
my bishop, Bishop Ross. He used to say, if you're gonna go out, hold on to the job because you might have to back in.
you.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
it
See,
it comes
old folks
down to
say
that.
it's
If you're
base
gonna leave,
pistos.
leave right.
Leave right.
I
That's
remember
right.
Hey,
when
That's
y'all.
right.
I left the first real job I had. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying when I left the first real job I had. Matter of fact, there was at Homer G. Phillips.
Oh
and
Lord,
I
my
I put in
husband.
an application at Chrysler, and I
Oh Lord.
got the job, and they asked me to start then. I said, well, no, I can't. I got to go back to my job and tell them that I'm leaving. And I went
Yeah.
back and I told Mr. McKnight, I said, I've got a better job. And he told me, he said, son, that's the way you do it. Said, if you ever need a job again,
See,
you can come
that
back
makes
here.
a difference. That
Bishop,
makes a
So if you're going
I
to
did the
leave,
same thing at AT&T.
yes,
Did the
yes,
same thing at
yes,
AT&T.
yeah,
yes,
And they gave me the same
yeah,
answer. If you ever need us,
yeah. I have
yeah.
never, I have
man,
always, my mother, that's old.
that's
That's old
monumental there,
motherhood.
buddy. I'm serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
Hey
never
y'all,
quit a
guess
job
what?
without a notice. What, Pastor?
We got a winner for the day.
Who?
And
Me?
guess what the winner wins?
Nothing.
It's time for the CrossTalk Talk of the Day. The talk of the day has been brought to you by, well, you.
Crosstalk Talk of the Day is brought to you
Do it.
by Shannon, the president. Uh the church's responsibility. How should churches respond when people leave without saying goodbye? She says, I think churches should respond with grace instead of gossip.
Who?
Sheesh.
Girl. My
Sheesh.
Okay.
God. Yes.
Okay.
Sheesh. Instead of asking why did they leave in a judgmental way, we should ask, is there something we can learn? Is there someone we need to pray for? Is there a conversation we should have? Not everyone who leaves is offended. Some people move. Some are called to serve elsewhere. Some are carrying burdens they don't know how to express. Our job is not to control people. Our job is to love people. If
Amen.
someone leaves, we should bless them, pray for them, and keep the door open if they ever feel led to return. A healthy church isn't afraid of honest conversations, it sees them as opportunities to grow.
Go on, girl. You gotta,
You
Absolutely.
can't. You
you
can't
gotta
come back
grow.
here.
Right. Like, like, wait. Like, not today.
Like I told Sean them, you better
Oh
leave
my
right.
goodness.
I
Oh
might
my
let you
Not up
goodness.
back
in
in,
here.
but I ain't gonna be happy to see you. And we can't be that way with our parishioners, with our members. And we do have to love them. Whatever their decision is, we need to learn how to be comfortable with that decision.
Yeah.
Yet praying.
Yeah.
If you go to a church, if you're a pastor of a church and you haven't taught your members what we are spoiled with, consider that. Consider
Yeah, yeah.
teaching your church members the right
God
way
Almighty.
to
Amen.
lead. And you
Amen.
That's
just look,
something
check
there.
this out. You
That is,
just
it's
might
true.
check this out. You just in
God,
teaching them how to leave, you might convince them
Encourage
to
them to stay.
to
I
stay.
hear
Yeah,
you.
that's good. That's good there. I ain't got no sound effects,
I ain't either. I
but
got
that's
my
a good
hands
one.
over here.
I got my hands.
You got to leave.
That's
Bars.
good.
Bars,
That's good.
Pastor.
Bars. Headshot,
See,
headshot, boom.
Pastor. I think maybe some pastors don't do that because you know how people are about insurance. They don't want to
Yeah,
talk about insurance because it
Life
means that
insurance.
it talks about dying,
Hmm.
but not necessarily. Not necessarily. You know, if I talk to you about how to leave, it
that's
means that you're gonna leave.
that's
Not
right.
Right,
necessarily. That
No,
right,
that was good that you
that's
said it
part of
might
teaching.
reinforce them staying.
Yeah, that's
right.
part of teaching.
And because and you know when somebody tells you, hey, the only thing that I'm trying to teach you right now is how to leave right, that means that you're, like Shannon said earlier, that means that I consider you to be more than just a seat filler.
Right,
Yes, yes,
right.
yes,
I care.
yes.
I care about your soul.
Like
I don't want you to
Jesus.
spit. Bishop said this 467 times, and the next time I get a chance, Leonard, to hear it 468 times. Um, you don't want to commit spiritual
Spiritual suicide.
unalive unalive, and I'm only saying that because we on TikTok now, so we can't
Yeah,
Oh,
say
okay. Okay.
yeah.
They might kick
spiritual
her
S
off.
word. Yeah,
Yes.
You know,
meant spiritual S word. And speaking of that, um, we're gonna you know abide by the rules, but isn't that something? How now we can't call it what it is.
right.
Well, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
something.
That
And
Yes.
is.
check this out. Check this out.
Right.
This is what brought this thought to mind. When Jesus
Yes.
met the man who was um, demonized with
Possessed. Yeah.
possessed with legion, he didn't call legion anything but what his name was.
Yeah.
That's
What's your
true.
name?
Yeah.
What's your
Right.
name?
He didn't say, "Hey, demons,
Johnny. Yeah.
D words, L
Yeah.
word." He said, "Legion,
Yeah.
get out."
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of us are losing our power because we can't call things what it is.
We
Call it
won't.
what it
We
is. That's
sugarcoat
right.
things.
Yeah. We don't call it lesbianism anymore.
Right.
Alternative sex. We don't call
The
it
alphabet.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, just
LGBTQIA
yeah, we
Yeah.
don't
We
XYZ.
call it
want
the L.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
it. Is and man, it
And
is
you're
to.
right.
Yeah.
it's it is it's it's a way to strip power and
Mm-hmm.
authority
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It
from
Yes.
us.
Yes.
ah, that's good.
It's-
That's good.
it-
It
when
dilutes
you
it. You're right.
Yeah,
yeah, when you
You
know
it
what you know.
waters it down. That's so true.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you can't call things out by its name, it is free to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
right.
gonna stay
It's not
Yeah,
because
really what
because you
you haven't
encouraging it.
addressed the problem. You haven't
Yes.
really
yeah,
addressed it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
yep,
That,
You know,
yep.
that's so
let
true.
me say this, Pastor, before we go. I just wanted to say we had, people leaving. Like I said, that used to be a real hurt to me. And then
Mm-hmm.
God had to show me there's somebody in another venue that needs to
Need what
hear
you
something that you've said.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I
Yep.
get that so often now from people that have left. Uh, uh, Bishop said so and so, or back in my pastor day, pastor said so and so. I've had
Yes.
ministers who are in other venues now.
Mm-hmm.
They say things that I have said, and they
Witness.
will come back. I use that benediction that you use. I said the other day I was teaching, and I said not that I originated it,
No, no,
but
no.
that's how
You
it you
taught
got
it.
it.
Yes.
So
Yes. You.
I,
Yep.
I had to thank God for that.
Me
Bishop,
too.
I was talking to Pastor Two a couple of weeks ago. I was over
Mm.
at his church helping him with his cameras, and guess what he started singing?
Come through the storm and rain.
No, he started singing, "I got just what I wanted." Look,
Now he went way
check
back.
this out. Check this out.
He
And
was a
we
little
gone, y'all.
boy.
We gone, y'all. We gone in a minute. But look, I would have sworn on a stack of Bibles and whatever holy books you had that my dad wrote that song.
Because we
I
sing it so
No,
much.
not just that, Doc. He would make up songs.
Oh, I know
And
he's
then
good for that. He's
so you
absolutely
wouldn't
good
know.
for that.
So and he would I remember the first time he sang that at church, he just up and sang it. He was all like, he said, "Stebo, follow me." He said, "I got just what," and my dad is not a musician by this.
His voice is
He he
his
no,
instrument.
he tells you where to go. He was like, and so after 30 years of that, you kind of know what
Which
you
way we
trying to tell,
going?
But he would do that, and then I was all like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then I heard it on the radio, and I was like, man, he ain't right that song. Like,
Yeah, I
ow,
saw you. I
man.
saw you doing Eddie like that Sunday.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
I was like, I heard it on the radio. I was like, man, he didn't write that song. Man, get out of here.
Isn't it funny how you inherit those things?
It's for a long time they thought I made up now unto him
Well,
Uh, um,
the
uh,
benediction.
not Lit. Pastor Dukes said,
he says that
what was the thing? Now unto him
who
who is
is
able to
able.
keep. Yeah, he thought
To
that he
keep me
was.
from falling.
He thought he made that up.
Yeah.
press down, shaking together, all of that.
Running over.
It
Yes,
was
Lord.
because he made up so much stuff on the fly
I used
that
to
you would
make up
just
stuff.
think,
Golly.
yeah, just make
You
up a
know,
song and be like, follow me. And
I
then like and then to hear that two know that song, man, get out of here, man. You ain't make up that.
but you know what? And I think it runs in y'all family. Because I didn't see any
Hey,
make up some stuff.
now Annie do it out of necessity because she forget the
Oh,
words.
Okay.
Annie
Don't
can
nobody know it, but
Annie can make
but
some
those of
stuff.
us that know it,
Annie do it out of necessity. Hey y'all, we about to run this block.
boy,
Is
that was
episode
good, man.
160, and we episode 160 is in
In the
the
book.
books. We
It's
about to
in the
say
books.
goodnight. It's gonna be Doc,
All
Mm.
Bishop,
right.
and then me. I'm just gonna say mine real quick, real quick. Hey y'all, Bible study is back on Wednesday.
Yes,
I know you've
yes,
been waiting for it. Word
yes.
Yes,
enrichment at
yes,
noon and word
yes.
enrichment at 7. I think where you at, Bishop?
Com- Second Corinthians.
Colossians 3.
Oh, Colossians. Okay.
We're coming out of the
Colossians 3.
preeminence of Christ.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think I want to say we're in 23.
Yeah. Genesis.
Genesis 23.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 23. Yeah. We we're getting into chapter 23. And Thursday, we're getting back working on our bodies, physical fitness. We're going to be back at it like mathematics. And then Saturday, we have outreach. Doc, oh, and then Sunday, 8:30, we got Sunday school.
Sure
And then
do.
10 o'clock, we got another real church day. All right, Doc.
Yes, yes. Okay, y'all. Okay, don't suffer in silence, y'all. I need you to take care of yourselves, your physical health, and your mental health. If you need a referral, call 314-628-6272. And I'm just going to give you a couple of self-care tips. uh, get a good sleep routine and stick to it. Exercise regularly and spend time with nature. Spend time talking to God. Find relaxing activities like yoga, deep breathing, and write things down. Journal. Eat a good, clean diet. That's my tip from the doctor this week. Stay clean, stay healthy, stay prayerful, and above all, know that we love you and God loves you too. God bless
Yes,
you.
the diggy
Yeah.
Doc, y'all. Bishop.
Yeah, let me just say thanks you all once again. Thanks be to God because we have the victory. Remember that you're walking in victory, not looking for victory. I want to say personally that I've been so blessed tonight. Thank you all for the well wishes and the things
We
that you have said. That God knows it means a world to me. I put it out there. I put myself out there
That's love,
to
baby.
help to make us better. I thank God for each and every one of you. As I said, keep me in your prayers. We're going to back to see the doctor for this test on Friday, and we're already just believing God for the
We
work's
going in
sake. Now,
victory.
I never say, Lord, don't let them find anything. If it's
You
there,
see,
if
you
Get
it's
it.
taught
there,
us that
let
too.
them find it and get it out.
Look,
Right?
you taught us that. I ain't claiming nothing. Look,
Yeah.
if it's there, Lord, find it, fix it.
Yeah, I thank God for each and every one of you all. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Doctor. I
Now,
really
my
appreciate you
bishop,
all that
we
you
do
remember and don't forget.
never.
Thank you. God bless you. Be blessed. Continue to pray, trust, obey God, do sensible. Don't panic. Live your life. Stay
And
focused. And for sure enough, I'll see you in the rapture.
we there.
That's my dad.
That's my
Oh
bishop.
man. Oh man. Look at that at the bottom of the screen. Somebody just
Uh oh.
rolling
Somebody
over.
just flipped over.
Somebody just
Somebody just
woke
rolled
up.
over in their bed and just saw that.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I love
if y'all need spiritual counseling, the archbishops, it's called the pastor's heart. You can get at him. Get at the bishop at getthearchbishop@gmail.com. Holler at him. He has how
Yes.
many years?
47.
47 years
40,
of experience. And how many years of marital experience?
49 will be 50 this coming March.
Ain't
That's
that
right.
cool? Yes,
Yes.
Lord.
So hit him up. Get the archbishop at gmail.com. Also, if you're in an auto accident or anything like that, holla at my boys, Andy Crouppen and Ed Herman at Brown and
All right.
Crouppen, three one
All
four
right.
all twos, 618 all twos, 816 all
All
sevens,
two, all
and we
sevens.
have who gonna do it this time? Who gonna do it
Oh,
this time?
we're a team. We
All right,
did
let's
it.
do it at the same time. One,
Thank you
two,
all.
three. We
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 did it.
did
did
it.
it.
Be
Yes.
blessed, you
Yeah,
all. Hey, I love you guys. Thanks for sharing the
Love
waves
you
with me.
more.
I
Love
appreciate
you
it.
more.
yeah, most
Pastor,
Bless
call
you.
me
definitely.
when we get off this call, please, sir.
I'm
I
in trouble
will.
Thank you.
again.
Okay.
Not you, Pastor. Me, Pastor.
I thought no, she
Pastor,
said, Bishop, make sure you send me um
Amy's
uh
number. And then
Amy's
Oh,
number.
Pastor,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
Pastor, I need you to call me so I can get this stuff ordered.
All right. Peace
Thank
out,
you.
y'all.
I love y'all.
Love you.
All righty. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank God for each and every one of you. I love you guys. Man, this was a great one.
This was great,
This
wasn't
was
it?